Okay, we're here to work on multiplication and division of fractions. We're going to do two types of multiplication of fractions and two types of division. We'll start with multiplication. 5/8 times 4 over 9 equals. Okay, before we do our multiplying across, 5 times 4 and 8 times 9 is 72. First thing you want to do is look at, see if you can do any cross reducing here. Okay, does 5, ask yourself, does 5 and 9, do they share any common divisors? No, they don't. Do 4 and 8? Yes, they do. 4 can be divided by 4 one time, so we make that a 1. And 8 can be divided by 4 two times. Now let's multiply. Our numbers are much smaller. We're going to get to our answer much quicker. 5 times 1 is 5, and 2 times 9 is 18. Okay? If we didn't do that cross canceling, we would add 5 times 4, which is 20, and then 8 times 9 is 72. And then we would have had to reduce by 4. Okay? We took care of that earlier. Get in the habit of doing that because you get to your answer much quicker. Alright. Now let's multiply to mixed fractions. 2 and 3 over 5 times 3 and 1/3. Now you cannot do 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 5 times 3 is 15, and we're all done. Not good. Do not do that. It's against rules and regulations. Before you can multiply these two fractions, you need to make it into an improper fraction. So 5 times 2 plus 3 is 13 over 5 times 3 times 3 plus 1 is 10 over 3. Now just like we did in that last one, can we do any cross canceling? Do these share any divisors, 3 and 13? Definitely not. 5 and 10, however, do. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 10 twice. Now let's multiply horizontally. 1 times 3 is 3, and 13 times 2 is 26. You can leave your answer like that if you're in my class. If not, your teacher may ask you to turn it into 8 and 2 over 3. How do we get 8 and 2 over 3? Divide 3 into 26. It's going to go the maximum of 8 with 2 left over. Now let's do some division. I'm going to start with 7 over 8 divided by 3/4. Now it's against rules and regulations to divide two fractions, so you have to flip the second one and turn it into multiplication. Now everything you do is okay. Divide by 4 like we did. Sorry, it's going to be a 1. 4 goes into 8, 2. Now we go straight across. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 3 is 6. This is okay. 7 over 6. Or 1 and 1/6. Now let's do 4 and 1/5 divided by 2 and 1/7. Just like we did multiplication, we need to turn that into 21 over 5 divided by, that's 15 over 7. And we can't divide two fractions, so we have to multiply. Got to do the inverse over here, we got to flip it. Now, whoops. No, this is quite alright. Now we can ask ourselves, do these share any common divisors? 5 and 7, do they share anything? They certainly do not. So there's nothing we can do with 5 and 7. However, 21 and 15 do. They share 3. So 3 goes into 21 7 times, and 3 goes into 15 5 times. So we've lowered our numbers, which is good, because you start dealing with higher numbers and fractions, there's a bigger chance of an error. 5 times 5 there is 25. And that's okay. Or If you don't like leaving that form, you can do 1 and 24 over 25. Good luck with your multiplication and division fractions.